What is going on, everyone? Soss here with yet another video, and in this video we are actually talking about the big breaking news from Money in the Bank. John Cena has announced his retirement. He is actually going to be wrestling for one more year. So in 2025 WrestleMania, that's going to be his last match ever in a ring, as far as we know, because he has announced that he is retiring. That is the biggest news that's coming out of the Money in the Bank PLE, which if you haven't already, check out my video. I had a reaction review over it, and it was otherwise not a very great PLE, but he pretty much single-handedly saved it. Now, talking about John Cena, the dude he's one of the GOATs, in all honesty. A lot of people call him the GOAT, and for good reason, because he is spectacular. He always destroyed people on the mic. He was great in ring, for the most part. He was great in ring, and then he reinvented himself. He went from being a very polarizing character to a very loved character. Me personally, I never was like a huge fan of John Cena, but I respect him. I respect what he's done for the industry. I respect what he has accomplished. And he's been wrestling for 2 decades, over 20 years. He actually started in 2002, I believe, whenever he answered an open challenge from Kurt Angle and kind of showed the world what he was capable of doing. Now, he was actually a part of that 2002 OVW class with Batista, Brock Lesnar, and Randy Orton, and all 4 of those guys were all incredible. It's just amazing to see how his career has shaped up and everything. He ended up winning his first world title in 2005 at WrestleMania 21. He was the biggest name in WWE at the time, but he still was very polarizing. He was booed by a big part of the audience, which, looking back on it, it's kind of funny because he's talked about before about how he is and always has been kind of a polarizing character, but his work inside the ring has been awesome. He's always been a company man. He's always done a really good job about trying to put over talent and trying to do his best to make sure that the next generation is going to be able to flourish and do great things. But yeah, he was always good on the mic for the most part. Now, the main reason why I wasn't a huge fan of him was because I didn't really like the Doctor of Thugonomics. I didn't like that gimmick very much at all. But, I mean, that's just personal preference. It just didn't really resonate well with me. But it got over, and it was hilarious. He feuded with some of the biggest stars in all of wrestling. He carried the company for a very long time. Always a company man. He did a fantastic job, and my hat's off to him, in all honesty. He is one of the GOATs. He will always be one of the GOATs. If he's not on your Mount Rushmore, then, in all honesty, man, there's something wrong. There's something wrong there. But whenever he was announcing his retirement, he actually spoke about how next year was going to be the end for him. So he's going to be appearing, I believe, at the Royal Rumble. He's going to be appearing at next year's Money in the Bank. He's going to be appearing at most all the PLEs from what he said. It seems like he's going to be appearing in each of them. And then it's all going to culminate with his very last match being in Las Vegas for WrestleMania. I think it's 42. And there's a lot of speculation as to who's going to be his last match. Now, me personally, I think that the best last match for him would probably be him versus Randy Orton. And a lot of that is because Randy Orton, he is still very good. They both are tied. I think they both have 14 world titles. And so that's 28 between the 2 of them. That is absolutely nuts. And so because they're storied careers and everything, I think that would be probably the best one. The second best match that I could think of would probably be Cena versus The Rock, just because I'm a huge Rock fan. I love The Rock. But as far as like match quality, I think that the best match quality would probably be Randy Orton, because Randy Orton has been he's been looking phenomenal lately in the ring, and there's a possibility that, especially since he might be feuding with Cody Rhodes at some point, he might end up taking the title from Cody. And so that could be an interesting thing, because what they could do is, if Randy Orton has the title, they could put the title on the line, and then if they give it to John Cena, then he can just abandon it, and then they can a tournament or something, or it could further a storyline, something along those lines. So he has been an incredible talent over the years. He's won various titles. He's done so much for not only the community, but also for pro wrestling in general. He's been a huge movie star and everything, and he's going to continue to do that. He's actually, a lot of the movies that he's been in have been really, really solid. Especially, so recently me and my fiance watched Ricky Stenicki, and oh my gosh, that was hilarious. I actually really like him as an actor, and so I'm really excited to see what the future holds for him and everything outside of wrestling. But it's also cool knowing that, because I am a huge fan of pro wrestling, that he has been an integral part of something that I love, even though I haven't always loved him. I guess he is very polarizing, right? So with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel about John Cena. Let me know if you're upset, or if you understand, or like how you're feeling about him announcing his retirement. I know that a lot of the bigger reaction channels or pro wrestling content creators, this has affected them pretty big, just because of the fact that he transcends pro wrestling and everything. So it's a huge deal. It's huge news. And because of that, I definitely want to know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, comment down below, let me know what you guys thought about John Cena, the legend, the GOAT, retiring. And then hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for post notifications, so you know anytime I post videos. I try to do it pretty frequently, so you won't want to miss out. But with that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.